Today's video is going to talk about two major topics in American politics, very controversial. One is the wealth divide, two is billionaires, and should they be allowed to exist? But getting started with this video, let's just start off with the wealth divide, and let's get to the root of that problem. The major problem with the wealth divide isn't actually the fact that billionaires are getting too rich. It's the fact that they are getting richer and everyone else isn't getting any richer. So while the billionaires get rich, they're leaving everybody else behind. While some of this does have to do with taxation and tax evasion, the major problem is the way we value professions. And tax is a completely different subject, which is why I'm leaving that for a different video. And nowadays, the only valuable professions right now, by valuable I mean they pay a lot, are entrepreneurs, gaming development, that includes creating games and creating assets for games, and also gamers themselves. Doctors, fairly explainable, programmers, actors, and influencers. Out of those two professions, the only two of them that are actually contributing value to society, in other words, advancing it, are doctors and programmers. Doctors help keep Americans healthy and alive, and other scientists or doctors, they keep people alive and healthy. Otherwise, we'd all die. That's no good, obviously. That should be a given. Programmers, on the other hand, innovate and create the luxuries that we have today, such as the programs on our iPhone. What am I recording this on? A program. Well, who made these programs? Programmers. But my critique with the programming career is that the value is no longer in the artistry of creation through technology, but the 9-to-5 jobs that most people take up these days, and when they take them up, they're working for big companies. Another main problem is the creation of games. That is one of the biggest industries in programming. Gaming and AI. AI is working for big companies normally, such as Microsoft, or, data handling, all of that stuff. The things that pay the most are the algorithmic and very mathematical jobs. And the majority of these jobs are you working for some major corporation like Microsoft or Google. And then the second big industry is gaming. And I'm going to tell you exactly why gaming is destroying society. I think it's pretty obvious. The creation of games is problematic because it's basically a distraction. It's a distraction from society's problems, and also it's a distraction from going forward in life. Games used to be about puzzle solving, problem solving. They used to make you think. That's the bottom line. They used to make you think, but unfortunately, they don't anymore. And it's just proving to be a distraction for children and adults, hindering their personal progress, which ultimately makes them poorer in wealth. If the only thing society does all day is advance in virtual simulations that don't mean anything to the world, we won't get anything done. There will be no innovation. We won't cure cancer. We won't go to Mars. We'll never go to the moon again. No innovation will happen. And those who would have led lives that produce something groundbreaking, such as curing cancer, to get their lives instead derive from that path of greatness and success, and instead go down a path of distraction, where all they're doing is playing video games. And yeah, that's it. Gaming provides the ultimate distraction for programmers to make money and keep the customers poor. Now, gamers are a separate topic. That goes into social media, which is still bad. I'm going to discuss that in a second. But bottom line is, it's a distraction to society. It doesn't produce anything uh, that is productive to society, besides very few games such as Minecraft. Minecraft, I would say, is the only game where you actually have the chance to produce creativity, but not. I feel that 80% of the time, instead of doing redstone, which would lead to engineering or programming, or building, artwork, or building massive structures, which could lead to architecture, or all of those creative industries. Most people are like fighting on it and doing mods. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of doing PvP. That's what they call fighting, and mods on Minecraft. I'm guilty of it myself. Most Minecraft players are. So in reality, I'd say like 1.5 of the professions of the first list that I put of valuable professions actually contribute to society. If that one profession were to be doctors, and that 0.5 were to be part of the programming industry. Now keep in mind that these are not industries that are valuable to society, but this is a list of professions that are high paying and contribute something good to society. Now continuing with the wealth divide, entertainment is the second biggest problem and threat to wealth equality, in my opinion, because it's one of the most overlooked problems is that people think of capitalism as what you put in, you should get back, right? The work that you put in should be the wealth that you get back, and that wealth can be used to pay for necessities. Now, weirdly enough, or not weirdly enough, ironically, these very same people don't put in that work to society, and they just expect to automatically, get money for like putting in absolutely no work. And the main thing with that is that you have to start in school. School is important, without a doubt. School is important, and the few that don't stay in school and do succeed, there's like a very small fraction of them. Anyways, entertainment careers such as acting, just entertainment careers in general used to contribute to society. Many still do, but the majority now just don't. So let's first define entertainment. Entertainment careers, in my opinion, is a large umbrella that covers acting on movies, TV shows, Broadway musicals, and that's the kind of acting that I consider useful to society, because those entertainment options such as TV, film, they are really just, I'll get to that later. Then the other part of the entertainment industry, which has now trumped or overwhelmed the industry, is influencers. Influencers on social media such as TikTok and Instagram, that crap. So here's the problem with that. The useful careers in entertainment, which were actors who played in films, they are creating films, they are creating artwork. And films are really just another form of literacy, just in the visual form, in the acting form. It's just another form of literacy. It's another form of art. And as we know, literacy is extremely important. It carries out information to different parts of society. It spreads ideas. It creates epiphany. All that good stuff, right? Unfortunately, the entertainment industry has strayed away from films and TV shows and more into social media. And it does exactly what gaming does, but 10 times worse. Social media professions are a pyramid scheme that allow those who are already successful to promote themselves, making their fans want the same success that they do and achieve it the same way they did, which is being a social media influencer. These fans then attempt to make contact and gain followers instead of trying to achieve other professions that actually contribute to human progression, doctors or programmers, right? Or scientists. Scientists, oh, wow, what a groundbreaking. Anyways, after this, we are just left with a generation of imbeciles and morons who can't read and do stupid things for attention, because that's really all influencers do. They get attention and then therefore have the ability to produce ads because they have that attention. And what makes it worse is that the majority of this content isn't inspirational like films are, or TV shows or plays. Instead, it mostly consists of explosions, bad jokes, fake deep thoughts like, I don't know if you've seen those videos like respect, 99% respect or something like that, something stupid like that. Hate towards others is another good one. A lot of short skits, usually political skits. All political skits that are like 30 seconds long is misinformation and usually just creates, whether it was intended or not, hate towards another party. And yeah, political anger, that's it. And none of these themes contribute anything to the viewer or society. So the bottom line is that entertainment is no longer productive. That's a big problem. Now, this kind of leads to the topic of, that brings us to the topic of billionaires. Billionaires like Elon Musk or Bill Gates, not billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg, are actually getting paid by doing a job extremely well done. And that job is a job of innovation, creation, all of which advance human progression, and therefore do give back to society, not through cash, not directly, but it does allow human progression. So for them, it's okay for them to get richer because they are getting richer based on, actually doing something good and something that is needed. And in the end, they do wind up reinvesting the money that they earn into the economy in a way by using that money for innovations. So then there's the billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg. For those are the people who are already rich and don't give back innovations or anything to society. They have the right to get richer, but it is only increasing the wealth divide, which is counterproductive. Billionaires like Elon Musk and Bill Gates are rich because, as I said, they advance technology in human or American progression. But people like Mark Zuckerberg are in the entertainment industry. And unfortunately, as I said before, the type of entertainment they provide is counterproductive to society and only really hurts it and distracts it and destroys it. So, that's all for this video. Thank you for listening to CT. I hope to see you guys next time.